Adultery in high places. From former President Bill Clinton, whose first inclination was not to fess up,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman,
to former New York Governor Eliot Spitzer, who did.
I cannot allow my private failings to disrupt the people's work.
Of course, there is the ongoing drama surrounding former presidential candidate John Edwards.
I made a very serious mistake.
I've been unfaithful to my wife.
In South Carolina, the cheating governor has lost his wife, it seems, but not his office.
Something I'm going to think about, pray about.
It's not just men in politics, of course. Social scientists say adultery happens in all cultures, despite strong taboos against it.
I've looked in 42 cultures. There's not a culture in the world that is not adulterous. And even birds, as a matter of fact.
Swans that mate for life.
Yes.
Adulterous?
Apparently.
Anthropologist Helen Fisher has studied and written about love, sex, and adultery for years. Statistics show, she says, that approximately 1 out of 3 married men and 1 out of 4 married women will cheat while they're married.
So are human beings biologically programmed for monogamy?
We are predisposed to eat meat. We're predisposed to fear when an animal's running towards us, and we probably are predisposed towards adultery.
Predisposed towards adultery?
Yeah, not everybody is. We're beginning to find some of the genetics that may contribute to adultery.
Is it fair to say that it's easier for some people to be faithful than for others?
I think it is. I do think that we're born with a different deck of cards, and that some people are more susceptible to this than others, but this doesn't excuse them. We are animals that can say no to our heritage.
The 7th commandment is unequivocal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. But with so many people violating the commandment, is it still important or relevant? Are we born to cheat? We took the question and flew south to the heart of the Bible Belt and the Fellowship Church, just outside Dallas, as 3,000 people, mostly church members, gathered outside.
Adultery's wrong. I mean, biblically it's wrong, spiritually it's wrong.
And I don't see how you can support adultery.
We brought together 4 panelists, each of whom says they are happily married, but have very different ideas about adultery. Evangelical minister Ed Young is our host.
If you have a problem with the church talking about sex, let me tell you something, brother. You've got a problem with God.
The head of the Fellowship Church here in Grapevine, Texas. He's preached and written extensively about the importance of sex in marriage.
We gotta make time to make love.
And recently encouraging all the married couples in his congregation to have sex for 7 days in a row to see what happened.
What do you hope to accomplish tonight?
I hope to accomplish that God is pro-sex, that he thought it up, it was his idea, and he wants us to have the best sex possible, and that is in a marriage, one man, one woman together.
And I'm here to defend the institution of marriage.
Jonathan Doherty is a recovering sex addict.
It's about getting what I want it's very self-centered and self-serving.
Who admits repeatedly cheating on his wife.
I may have an encounter with somebody on a Monday, but boy, by Thursday, I want another encounter. And prostitutes are always available for a price.
He and his wife are now back together, and they've started the Be Broken ministry, where he counsels others struggling with sexual addictions.
I have been married to a man who I adore for 12 years, and for the past 3 years I have also been in a relationship with a woman who I call my girlfriend, who I also adore.
Jenny Block has written a book called Open about her life and loves.
Holy smokes.
She says her open marriage and polyamorous lifestyle is not adultery.
I'm ready for you, America.
And finally, Noel Biederman, the CEO of AshleyMadison.com, who joined us from Toronto.
I'm going to wear white, and I'm going to come in like the white knight.
His website is designed as a place for married people to find someone to cheat with.
Most of us can recover from a one-night stand with the wrong woman.
He says he has 4.5 million subscribers.
But not when it's every night for the rest of our lives.
Their infamous tagline, life is short, have an affair.
Must have cost a few shekels to build this place.
Biederman says he thinks adultery can help preserve marriages.
Japan is a great example. Very high infidelity rates, very low divorce rates.
So the doors open and the crowd floods in to find seats.
Well, good evening. We're here at the Fellowship Church outside Dallas, Texas, to debate a very touchy topic: adultery.
The tension mounts as our panelists take their spots, ready to hash it all out. Thousands of people looking for the answer to one question: are we born to cheat?